Hey, what's going on? E. Jones, bottom to the top hoops. We back at it, man. Al, what's good? How you feeling, bro?
You already know, Black Elvis. We in the building.
Yo, you got that good custom hoodie. Talk about it, bro.
Talk to him. NYC. Got this in like one day. So if you ever need an emergency hoodie, sweater, hat, jacket, talk to him. NYC got it, man. Go check him out on Instagram.
So you got the screen print on the front. Pull the hood up. Let me see the hood. You got the kente cloth African print on the hood. Yo, official tissue. I see the little print right over underneath the by the eyelets on the strings and all that. I could
Harlem hoodie season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Representatives. Yo, big shout out to the other sponsors, man. Fine Food Cuisine, Chef Al, Slice, getting it done. Make sure you mention bottom to the top hoops, man. They're going to take good care of you over there. Remember the discount, talk to them NYC. If you mention bottom to the tops, you get 25% off. We're not giving cheap discounts, man. Make sure you take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Who else we shouting out, L? What's
big shout out to our title sponsor, T-Mobile.
Yes, sir. Make sure you get those good plans. You know, they got all the everything you need in cell phones and home service and all those things. L?
First things first, let me just say this. Normally we are bottom to the top, hooped out, hat, sweaters. Today what we're doing is we're highlighting our sponsors.
Yes, sir.
Harlem hoodie season is one, but more importantly, EJ5 is another one. Break that down, brother.
Yo, man, EJ5 training came about in 2020, which was a challenging year for most. This was a blessing that came out of it. I have long been working out and training and coaching young kids. You know, my work with the New York Dragons is, you know, precedes me. But I never had a training business because I would always refer kids to other trainers who I respected and thought could do a great job. I had time on my hands. There was a need, and I wanted to create something to be able to give back, keep kids active, and, you know, at the end of the day, see what could come of it. And here you have it, man. There it is. EJ5 training. We on deck.
It's here. And speaking of that, let them know what we talking about this episode.
Yes, sir, man. First, before that, I definitely want to shout out the world famous Harlem Wizards.
Definitely.
Wiz Fit Challenge. Make sure you check them out. Reach out to them.
Big shout out to Todd Davis and my man Swoop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. WizFit at harlemwizards.com to find out about interactive platform that allows you to get your kids engaged while you raise money. It's all virtual. Super dope. Now, we talked about everything opening back up. Kids have found a way to be creative. Big shout out to all of the people who've ran safe events under the protocols. But a lot of kids haven't been in the gym. They're opening things back up. Schools, gyms are opening back up, and a lot of the training services are going to be popping back up, and they're going to be getting back into that mix. We always feel it's important to try to guide the student athletes and parents in the right direction in terms of what you should be doing or what we think is a good recommendation for you. So we wanted to talk about some of the places that you can go to get quality training and who you could reach out to, because, you know, a lot of people have questions and we just want to be able to provide those answers. You know what I'm saying, El?
No question. That's what we're here for.
So, El, I thought...
let me just say this, E. Normally we have created a track record because people look for our top fives. What we want to do with the training thing, we're not going to highlight our top five. We're just going to highlight the top trainers here in New York City. How does that sound, E?
Well, we talked about this off camera, man, and the amount of feedback that we get for people that we don't add to these lists. It's entertaining to say the least. And, you know, respectfully, I appreciate it because I know that we don't know everything. And a lot of this stuff that we get is real. It's noteworthy. Some of the stuff is a little far-fetched, but we appreciate that too.
Yes.
And as we talk, I'm adding one more thing to my list because I forgot one of the trainers, and he'll kill me if I don't mention him. But, so we're going to mention some of the people that you could go to. And I could run through the list, L, and then we can just talk about a few of the trainers and kind of what they do, who they were as players, or their contributions to the game or to programs.
Let's do it.
In no particular order, some of the people that we work with, we've seen, we recommend, and we co-sign. Jerry Powell, arguably the best in the business. Chris Williams with Chris Williams Player Development. Guard Fam, Coach Aris and Coach B getting it done in East Harlem. Chris Brickley, you know what he does with all of the pros and the Puma contract, NBA 2K. Coach Book, the director of the New York City Gauchos. BG, Brian Gardenhire with LES Express. Eric Harris, with I forgot what his joint is called, but it's defensive something, but a great trainer, standout player at University of Minnesota. Kenny Satt, former NBA player. He is the director and managing partner of Team Different. Dana Dingle and Shandu McNeil, respectfully the directors of the New York Lightning, and they train out of Island Garden. Charles Jones, who's right here in the Bronx, assistant coach for Our Savior Lutheran and the former NCAA scoring leader. Reggie Howard, longtime great trainer, OG, gets it done, was coaching over at Rucker High School, longtime coach of the Gauchos. Durham Player, who's a coach at Riverside and one of the directors. You know Durham's track record, coaching at Seton Hall and St. John's. Elliot Rosado, the dad of Malachi Smith, has been coaching for a long time, the founder of Books for Ball Classic.
Shout out to Scoochie.
Shout out to Scooch, your family, your little cuz. Jason Cole did great work with Success Academy, was over at Cardinal Hayes for a short stint. He's over in Jersey and New York getting it done. And Shane, the dribbling machine, standout player at Salesian, Westchester Community College, as well as the N1 mixtape, EBC at the Rucker, and a great trainer as well. That's a handful, man. So it's no way that you can say that in New York City you don't know who to go to. Oh, two people I forgot. Dayon Merritt with Real Skills over in Queens does a fantastic job with his platform, as well as Team Footprints. My man Mark Williams. Jason Curry, my man Jay Curry with Big Apple Basketball. Super dope. That's my guy. He does an amazing job. We always work together. So if I forgot you, I apologize. But, you know, off the top of our head, that's 20 people, Al. That's doing training, and I haven't included myself.
Absolutely. I was about to throw you in the ocean and say, you forgot the number one out of all of them.
We're gonna highlight one more, L. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go two. I'm gonna go Shane, the dribbling machine from the Bronx, and I'm gonna go BG. Hey, it's E. Jones. I'm here live at Nazareth High School for the Pro Day. Here to support my guy BG, man. I know you always hear us talking about the training and all of the details that go into it. Now we're here to show you firsthand top-notch trainers, really high-level talent. We're gonna get right to it. Let's get it. From bottom to the top hoops. Here with my man, I'm gonna go with the government. Brian Gardenhire, BG. What's going on, brother?
Loud, brother.
Here live at Nazareth Regional High School for the Pro Day.
Yes, sir.
The first one, inaugural.
First annual.
So first of all, before we get into the details of what this is actually about, What was the brainchild behind doing this? What was your inspiration?
Right.
What made you want to bring this to our city? Because I know, you know, we talk all the time about New York City and how we want to kind of bring that essence back, but just share with the people kind of what your thought was behind it.
I mean, for me, as everybody knows, if you don't know, I run LES Express.
Right.
That was a tournament I started 9 years ago. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to run a tournament was to give guys resources. Whether it's junior kids going to high school kids going to college, or guys that just are super talented in New York City that don't have the exposure to give them an opportunity to play pro ball. And for years and years, I've been wanting to put something like this on. But I really didn't have the core network that I wanted to. So this year, working with one of my former players, and who's like a little brother to me, Jaleel Tripp, he actually signed with a good friend of mine, Danny. Big shout out to Green Sports Management, who's powering the event.
And, excuse me, if I could interrupt, who's with the Memphis Grizzlies, Jaleel Tripp. Big shout out to Jaleel Tripp, man. That's a representative.
Yes, sir.
And represented by Green Sports Management. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, so with that being said, the kind of the buzz went off, and I was like, wow, we got him there. We got some other guys in different places, and with COVID, right, a lot of people, even guys that were overseas, aren't overseas, just because the market has shrinked. So 40% jobs have gotten lost to people that know overseas. And I wanted to just bring it to our city because I felt like there's not too many people that give guys a chance and that give them that push.
Especially the underdogs. Especially the guys who don't have the household name.
Right. They don't give them that push to actually be on the same stage as them, to compete against them and show talent. Or just to understand what it is to be a pro, having your player profile, handling your social media a certain way. So this is just not basketball oriented, taking care of your body, talking about nutrition. We just had my friend Janae, who deals with a company who teaches about nutrition and vitamins and different things and longevity of taking care of your body. So it was mainly not only to give guys exposure, but to shed light on just the real aspect of being a pro. Because everybody throws the pro name out there, but it takes something to be a pro. But your effort and your energy is something that you can always control when you step on a basketball court. Right? And having a positive attitude. I want to again clap it up for our trainers. And it's from young to old. You have to be grateful of the people that you have in your circle. Your circle will always determine where you go in life. If you watch people's circles, right? Some people have good circles, some people have bad circles. Some people have circles, but the people in their circles don't want to see them do better than the next person. That's not a good circle. And I'm grateful to have these guys. We all kind of are in the same spaces, but we all have such a great respect for each other. And then when I call upon them, they always come. Because they know that I have their best interest at heart, and I know they have my best interest at heart. And there's no toe stepping them. So they came in here and they gave you guys 120% for free. Okay? So again, like I would say, they got guys in their country that could hit shots. So why are they going to bring an American over if they got guys that's 17 years old and 15 years old that start as pros that can hit shots at a high level?
Yo, this is Torrey Ferguson, and you watching From the Bottom to the Top Hoops.
The international grind.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Shout out to them. Yes, sir.
And they were doing the weekly thing, and now the pro day.
Right.
from, man?
From Staten Island, New York, but I'm from Ghana though. Family from Ghana, but Staten Island, New York.
Right. It's all about the confidence, the work, and being able to see it before it happens.
Simple.
Claim it.
Simple. I mean, I'm God favored, you understand? So it's like, it's way bigger than this. I've been tapping in, trying to get closer to God, honestly, with the Bible and things like that. Talking to my mom, she's a, you know, good digness and the thing in the church and stuff like that. So it's all written, you know what I mean? If God wants you somewhere, you're gonna be there. So that's why I never, you know what I mean? I'll never knock it. Things like, I got kids, I got a wife, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on, I'm saying? So
that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's a fact. So I'm just soaking it all in and just taking things one day at a time.
One day, you know what, with COVID and everything going on, that's all we can do, right?
Simple. So, and I'm not one to, you know, COVID is cold, whatever. I'm tapped in that realm too, but I'm not one day at a time, boss. One day at a time. I'm not one to be startled. I know it's a lot of manipulation going on, mind control. They're trying to control us and all that. I'm on God timing, so it's like it doesn't even matter.
That's what it is.
I'm on faith side, so yeah. Just take it, keep the family safe, man. That's all.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I didn't even know this was gonna be a thing, but
it's a thing now.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
There you go.
Knock down.
It's J.O., Jonathan Ennin, and y'all watching From the Bottom to the Top Hoops.
I'm here with my guy.
Yes, sir.
Tory Ferg, aka Tory Mamba.
Sir.
Ferg family's in the building.
100.
Yo, man. Pro day, first one. What was your experience? What was your feeling? I know obviously when you go to things like this, and I've been to them before, on both sides of it, as an administrator as well as a player, you don't know what to expect. What did you walk away from it in terms of what actually happened compared to kind of what you expected?
I mean, honestly, man, I came in here with the, you know, the workhorse mindset. That's kind of what, you know, what I built my career off of, especially like these last 2 years, just being in college at the D1 NAIA level. I learned a lot, played with a lot of good players, and, you know, I learned a lot. So, I mean, I didn't know what to expect my first pro day. It was a lot of emotions. I was just ready to get out there, you know what I mean? Little butterflies, but it's one of them things where I just know, like, that was just me wanting to get out there.
You soak in this experience. You only get one time around. And being a professional athlete is a very, very small group of people that get a chance to do that, to say they can actually have that tag. So when it's happening, it happens fast.
Right.
So I would just encourage you to, like you said, leave it on the floor, have fun with it, live in the experience, and just enjoy it, man. 100%, you know I'm rooting for you, brother.
No doubt, brother.
All right.
Get five more, come on. Let's go. Good. Here we go. Good job. Yup, here we go. Hey. Good. Oh, there you go. Good job.
It's your boy Trinette, aka Coach T, aka Lab Work, Kill Bill, know the vibes. You watch From the Bottom to the Top. Shout out to you guys, everybody. I know the vibes, man. If not us, then who? Let's get it. Use basketball as a tool. Do not let it use you. I'm out.
The more you invest in yourself, it's like stocks and bonds, right? And sometimes it'll hit, sometimes it'll go up, but when you invest, you're gonna get that back. You're gonna get that return back.
We look for building platforms, continuous, right? Building lab work, building, you know, bottom to the top, building pro day.
Right.
And then we all come together and then, you know what I mean, something else comes of it.
Absolutely.
What do you see for the future of what pro day could bring after people see the success of this first one?
Oh man, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit, and like I'm big on everybody like joining forces. You know, everybody, we try to do our things individually, and rightfully so. But for the culture of New York, you know, New York City basketball, I think is dope, and I think it's great that we do things like this, and we have trainers from different they have their own thing going on. You know what I mean? Different realms of the sport, and they come together, no problems, no questions asked, and we here. And that's important, is being here for each other, man. I always say, if not us, then who? We gotta have us, man. We gotta stop competing within the you know, the basketball coaching city so much. I understand it, I get it, because I coach as well. But the bigger picture is the youth and the kids and the people trying to use this as a tool to do whatever they're gonna do in life. You know what I mean?
Our time.
Absolutely.
We had our time, and at the end of the day, man, we talked, and that word culture is important. New York City basketball culture is significant. It's important. It's important to the sport overall that we be good and we set the table for how basketball is played around the world.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, my brother.
And I appreciate you. You do the same thing, E. Jones. Let me shout out E. Jones, man. City Legends. He's been doing the thing for a while. You gave me a chance, opportunity. The last event we had with the OSL told me I came out there, you know what I mean? You allowed me to come and film and do what I do. So you not only speak it, you live by it. So you lead by example, and I appreciate you. Give me your flowers, my brother.
Thank you, man. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Love is love. And this is your thought, and this is the actual day, and you're in it. Do you take a minute to just appreciate it, or are you so caught up in the logistics and the details, is it still not sinking in?
You know, on all of the aspects of basketball, from pro to, you know, to the kids at OSL, to the great events you put on. When you run an event, it's really hard to appreciate it while you're winning.
Agreed.
You know, but it's kind of like the championship, right? So championship day, when you win a championship game and you finally win that championship, you kind of get to, you know, release and say, wow, you know, you did something special. You know, so just, I mean, being very detailed, you know, having mentors like yourself, Brooke, and just the list goes on and on, the people who I've came up under. You understand that, you know, the small details matter. And like I said, for me, just if I can get one person over the water, you know, it was God, you know, God telling me that, you know, it was confirmation for this to be done. So just working, man, just working on the clock, texting at my phone is going off like crazy. But again, it's just a blessing to be here in a safe environment. You know, we following the COVID restrictions as we should. And I think it's gonna just be a great time tomorrow, man.
Man, let me just say this. I'm gonna give you your flowers because I know that's one of your things. I'm stealing one of your taglines, right? I'm gonna give you your flowers, man, and just say you're doing it from a genuine place.
Appreciate it.
And you're giving back and you're giving guys opportunities, and there's guys who will get jobs from this directly towards the stuff that you've sacrificed and put together. Because I know a lot of the times we fight through a lot of different things in our city, that are inherent behaviors of just. It goes back a long time.
It does.
And we're learning, or we're trying to set the culture to try to work together, use resources, and be able to, you know, uplift the kids who are coming behind us.
Correct.
Right? So more people like yourself who have that ability to share and kind of put that messaging out there, I think that's really important, along with the fact that it's a great event and people, like, being able to first, before you even spoke, you talk to the people who helped you, right? So, you know, shouting out the support system and all of those things are key. Man. Love you, bro.
Appreciate you, King.
Yo, great job. Look forward to seeing more great stuff.
Okay.
Shouting out everybody here.
From the bottom to the top.
Yes, sir. You already know. Listen, you got your plug and everything. Shout out to Sal.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy BG, Mr. Elvis Express, Brian Garlahai, and I'm here from the bottom to the top.
It was a good day. Yeah, man, it was a good day. We got an opportunity to be able to see some great talent, and at the end of the day, show some love. That's what the platform was for. Bottom to the top. Bottom to the top. You already know. Let's get it. Just highlighting one of the young up-and-coming trainers, the young kids really respect him. He's just, I'm watching him. He's incorporating game situations and scenarios, screening roles, you know, how to react when you get blitzed off a pick and roll, how to come off of it, you know, attacking the up leg, small little nuanced stuff. He's getting into the details. So especially when you're working with a high-level player, it's tough to be able to add things to somebody's game who's already really good.
Absolutely.
You have to be able to study And then you got to go into percentages. Where do they shoot well from? Why is it that they're not bringing that leg around when they, you know, why they fade into the right on a pull-up going to the right off a hard one dribble step back? All of those things you got to be able to study film and break stuff down. And BG's constantly posting, putting content out there, doing events. And he's the next one for New York City, man. Get behind that kid, show him love, man, because he always is willing to step up and show everybody love. So big shout out to BG for doing it the right way, man. So at the end of the day, L, I think we gave him a lot of information. Big shout out to the team, D Jones, Jerry Ice. Check us out, YouTube, Spotify, Apple TV, bcomtv.com. What you got, L? Last shout outs.
Off the grid, keep grinding, fellas. Love what you're doing. My cast for decisions. Shout out to my team, especially my peoples who's doing the music. Big shout out to the Far Rockaway area. We will be working out there as mentors. We're putting it together. Shout out to Lawrence. Shout out to Dr. Wilcox. Wanted to shout out Sleek Johnson for doing all of these great things in the Bronx, where a lot of people are not shouting him out and giving him the credit, but he's really changing lives, man. And at the end of the day, I just want to give a shout out to who you know. Man upstairs.